Hey everybody, so I want to do a review on the unexpected cheddar cheese spread from Trader Joe's. Um I kind of cheated. I tried it this morning after I got home. I got tired of seeing all the reviews and everybody raving over it, saying they eat it with a spoon out of the container, which to me would be just disgusting. Like, I love cheese more than a lot of people, but it's just not. I wouldn't eat this type of. I wouldn't eat any kind of cheese like that. So I'm like, okay, they're maybe exaggerating, but I just want to show you what it looks like. It's a little small container, but you get a lot in there. There's a little poppy seed in there from my cracker earlier, but look at that. Okay, some lady said she ate a whole one in a day, and I'm like, So it's the unexpected cheddar. I wasn't totally crazy about the shreds. They're okay. I can see working with them and putting them in my like a casserole or something, chicken and rice casserole, or something that needs that sharp punch. But would I get that over extra white sharp? Probably not. But I will say about this, I'm gonna wait and test it right now, but I'm just gonna say, I thought it was gonna be overhyped as usual, but um I will say it wasn't. It actually is pretty good. I just gave it away, but but you know why I think it's different than the Kakuna cheese cups and like the pub cheese that they have at Vaughn's and all that. I didn't really care for that. I don't like the texture of it. It's like really airy, and then it's like, I don't know. I didn't like it as much as I like the Kakuna one. But then with Kakuna, or I think that's how you say it. I like the whatchamacallit, the cheese balls with the like almonds and stuff on it better than the cups. Um, the cups to me are only good when they're like kind of chilled. Otherwise, they get this kind of weird taste to them. Um, Before I start though, I'm up because um I just got up. I did take my med like at 1 something, and I had the worst headache, and I'm like, well, I've been on these for a minute, so it's not those. So I think I'm having caffeine withdrawal headaches, you guys. I don't know. I haven't really been. I mean, I don't know. It's just unusual. I don't usually get headaches at all, and even with starting this medication, I kind of got them because that's one of the side effects at first. So it is unusual because I don't get headaches at all. I used to, maybe, I want to say like 10 years ago, I wasn't really going to the doctor, and I had high blood pressure, and that was the only, you know, that was when I was dealing with that. I would wake up with headaches, and that's when they were like, "You need to see a doctor for this because your blood pressure is like elevated, too high." Like, so long story short, I got hurt my knee, so I had to get surgery. So they check all that, and they get you in line with people to keep it monitored, and they put you on stuff. And I haven't been on blood pressure meds in a while now, but um, yeah. So it's unusual. I'm also up because later I'm gonna go get a injection in my leg. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It's my sciatica, so I'm just like over it already. Luckily I don't have really bad flare ups, but it's been flaring up recently, and um, like I said, yeah, they give you gabapentin. And somebody was just like lecturing me about it the other day, like on a post. They were like, "Well, you're not supposed to take gabapentin on willy nilly." Like, and I was like, "Well, they never told me how to take it. They were just like, take it." She was like, "That's why it don't work, because it only works when it builds up in your system." I was like, "Yeah, but okay, this is gonna be TMI, you guys." But I was on gabapentin years ago for my sciatica when I first was really having issues with it, and it kills your sex drive. Okay, like I didn't even know it was that at first. I was like, I have like no desire to do that at all at the time. And like someone I was, dealing with was like, maybe something that you're taking. I was like, the only thing I'm taking is, and then that's when I knew it was that. So yeah, I picked one over the other. But in my defense, it doesn't flare up all the time. So I don't need to be on it all the time. But I forgot that that's how you take it, that you have to have it in your system the same way you have, Zyrtec for allergies, the same way you have, like these antidepressant things, it's like it has to build up. That's how it starts working. But honestly, no one's really ever spelled it out for me with the gabapentin. They just were like, well, this is what they give you for that, They might have said it at the time. I wasn't listening. Who knows? I don't know. But the point is, when you have any kind of flare up or a regular, it's not really fading. Like, none of the stuff I'm taking that they gave me for other pain, just general pain, is working. So, yeah, they give me an injection for the pain. And so I can function and everything until I can see a pain doctor, And yeah, there's exercises you can do, but you can't really do those when you're like at work and it's flaring up. So it's like, because you have to be in a certain position, to do it. And I'm just like, whatever. And then this lady tried to tell me how to, like, I'm taking my other thing wrong. I'm like, how you gonna tell me? The freaking doctor told me how to take it, the other pill I take. And I'm just like, people need to, like, stay in their lane. Okay, you don't know. I'm not gonna listen to you on the freaking internet when I literally, the person who knows about my situation and everything else is telling me the best way to take it, and it works for me. Like, I get the gabapentin thing. Maybe I was taking it wrong, but either way, the gabapentin, it works, but now I kind of know why it wasn't working how I thought it should work. I still don't feel like it would do the same thing as Norco or Vicodin or anything, because it's not going to take the pain. That's why they give you that when you go to the emergency room or urgent care. They give you that, in my experience. I don't know how Kaiser is. They're a little different, but when I would go before, when I had to go to like Pomona Valley or whatever hospital, ER for that doctor straight up was like, he lifted my leg and he knew where, he was an ortho doctor, so he knew. He was like, he knew what it was. They gave me the injection, then they gave me, he gave me a prescription for, I think it was Norco. And that was before they started getting all weird about giving you stuff, But it wasn't that long ago, so I guess it's kind of case by case. But so yeah, we're gonna see what happens. But I gotta I see my regular doctor on the 5th, so I'm gonna see what I can do as far as like seeing a pain doctor again, or I don't know, because it gets triggered, and so I need to know how to deal with it. And so yeah, I've been going through some stuff, and when you're dealing with like physical things, you're just like not in the mood for anything. Just like, and other things just been going on too, just with everything. Like, I mean, it's not been bad, but I don't know. I kind of, like I said, I have a problem just letting things pile up. Mentally, emotionally, everything, and so I was like, everything piles up, and I'm like, and then I have this to deal with, and then also I have a package coming today, and it might be when I'm gone. I don't know. They said the package is actually across from my work. It's at FedEx in Bloomington, and I'm like, not that it would have mattered either way, anyway, but I forget how FedEx does it. I'm mixing them up with UPS. Most of the time when I order stuff, it's from Amazon, so I already know how they work. So I'm like, but UPS and FedEx and them, I don't know. I'm just wondering why this specific. It's the same company that I ordered the last thing from Afterpay, and it's not, Afterpay is not affiliated with this part. This is like the actual company that's sending the merchandise. But okay, I ordered it through Dick's, right? Because Dick's has the Afterpay thing, so, or is affiliated with it or whatever. So the last order came, like, I barely could blink and it was here. It was like, oh, it's coming. And I think it's based on stock nearby. So like, if they have a location that has it in stock, they'll just send it from there, is what I'm assuming. And as a matter of fact, the box is right here. But I was like, because I remember it came, and I remember, I don't know if it was like when my dad came back or like what, but I was like, oh, it's already here. And I literally like didn't have to even track that package because it was like, oh, we just sent out your thing. Like literally, not even a day. Like that night when I ordered it, like later that night, they they like, what did they do? Oh, they were like, oh, we just sent it out. Like we just shipped it. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So then literally, since it was somewhere nearby, I forget where it was coming from, but they were like, we just shipped it. So then before I could even check, it was like, oh, it's gonna be there in 2 days. Like they predict like a long amount of days just so you can be like, okay, is it here tomorrow? Is it here when? So it was like not even. I think they had originally said like 4 days, but it came like not even 2 days later. It was like, oh, it's already in Santa Clarita, like because Dix will have their own thing, and then FedEx has their own thing, but it's all the same. So this one's weird because it took like 2 or 3 days for them to even ship it out. They were like, oh, they didn't even say nothing. Dix didn't even email me. It was like, I just went back to the email that Dick sent about the order, and it said, oh, it's been shipped. And I'm like, but it's coming from Texas. And I'm like, and then it was like, it went through 3 cities in Texas. I'm like, oh my God, is this Pony Express? What's going on? Like, damn. So it's coming tonight. They said by the end of Saturday night. But I don't even think it's going to be that late because it's in Bloomington since yesterday around 4. So they hit the ground running early. So it's going to be here today, but I don't know when. And I don't think it should take that long to get my injection, but I don't mind if I'm going to come back here, but like I said, since no one's here to really get things like that, I just kind of have to be like, diligent about how I order things. I mean, we haven't had no issue. I think out of all the deliveries I've ever had, I only had one, and it was the same item twice, and it was like something that, who would jack that? It was like these insoles. That was the only thing that, I think it was something with the supplier, because I don't think the second one was even delivered. I think it was like, the first one, the package, the Prime package was open, split it open, like slit. So the guy throwing it, he threw it, and so I never knew if it went somewhere or what. And like, but they refunded you and all that, because that was from Amazon. But that's the only thing. Over the years, I've had things, but like I said, someone's always here, or even if someone isn't here, but people, I mean, they can be a little scared sometimes, but they don't usually take nothing from here. So I don't know. Maybe they like my dad. I don't know. So I kind of want to be there for that. I was gonna tell our neighbors right here, but I don't foresee a problem. I came back late at night and stuff after dark, and the package is still there. I came back the next day, and my package was out there, like the day, after our little girls' slumber party thing. And my friends, they said literally like, oh, we just delivered something, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make home for at least 2 hours, So I knew I was scared, but so yeah. And the type of stuff I buy, I mean, the average person probably wouldn't want it anyway. It's just, I mean, it's typical stuff, but sometimes it's stuff that, like, who wants cold brew bags? Speaking of which, I don't even know what those are. Where's that one? Oh, I don't know. It's somewhere in there. But anyway, guys, let me get to this. I've been just talking. Okay, so before I do it, though, you gotta have them with these crackers. Excuse the box. I'm gonna throw this away in a minute. It's the Everything Ritz. This is my favorite Ritz. I also like the lightly salted, and I also like the garlic butter. And the vegetable one's good too. And the original, I guess. But I like this one. Look what's in it. It's baked with onion, poppy seeds, garlic, and sea salt. And I think Nikki put me on this. My friend through Paula, like, she put me on this. She was the one who was like, you need to try the everything ones. Like, she commented on one of my posts on Facebook. So that was like a year or two ago. So yeah, ever since then I'm like, but these are fire with this spread. Okay, so I'm gonna try it right now, you guys. And like I said, I tried it in the morning. So, well, see, it's breaking because it's still kind of like, I tried it in the morning. So, you know, you never know. It could be hunger and all that. But so right now I'm going to get an actual, you know, idea. But at first, I didn't know if it was the cracker or this. The cracker is really good. Whoa. What's that doing right there? The reason why I think this is better than Kakuna cups is because I don't know if Kakuna does this, but they put cheddar, okay, cheddar cheese, right? But then they put butter. I don't know if Kakuna does that, but there's butter in this. I don't know if you can see it. See butter. So it's good. It's really good. That's how it looks. I don't know how to explain it. I usually am not a big fan of spreads like this. Like I said, I like the balls with the almonds and stuff. Cause these ones, once they get to kind of room temperature, they taste different to me. I don't care for them. Let me spread this around. Somebody said it tastes like handy snacks, like the old school ones though, before they got all taking all the good ish out. Look at that. This is really good. So, this is another item, in my opinion, just like the beefless bulgogi, that lives up to the hype. It's just really amazingly good. I don't know. I don't know what it is. To me, there's like a saltiness. And it's not as like pungently sharp as their shreds. Like the shreds, I don't know. I wanted to like love them, but I think what's different too is it says unexpected cheddar has Parmesan, right, in this on the shreds, but this it doesn't mention it on the label, so I don't know if it's a different recipe or what. But I like this better than the shreds. So I give this 2 thumbs up. It's really good. And I've had a few taste tests from Trader Joe's recently that I wasn't really amazed by the stuff. I didn't think it was as good as they were saying it was. This and the beefless bulgogi actually stand up to the hype, in my opinion. But I also will say, I don't know what they would taste like. Because usually, and this is going to be kind of weird, but I usually like these kind of cheeses with like Ruffles or something. Like the cheese balls, I like eating those with Ruffles. I don't like eating them with this type of like crackers or. And when I was at Walmart, I was like, I'm going to get some of those butter crackers. Like, and back in the day, they used to be called Club or something. But they have a generic brand that's just as good. And like, I was going to get some of those to eat with this, to try this with. And I was like, wait, I have some Ritz already, so I'll just use those. But yeah, you guys, I definitely recommend this. And like I said, I definitely recommend trying these out too. Or at least the garden vegetable, or at least the lightly salted, or at least the original. Or garlic butter. They're just really good with this. But like we all know, traders don't like to keep nothing, so try it now because before they just continue it. I don't know. It seems like they're trying to build something out of this, you know? They have the different cheeses with it, and they're trying, so maybe it's gonna stick around. But I'm still mad at them over the Gorgonzola crackers, so I don't have much hope. But when I'm saying stock up now, I don't think I'm gonna eat the whole thing like in a day like these other people, but it's really good. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get going. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good Saturday. All right, bye.